Everybody come lying on your backs, resting down, interlacing your fingers. Once you're down, bring your legs together and take a full body stretch. Arms overhead, arms overhead. Today we are doing lots of stretch. Ta-da! So you'll enjoy it, as always. Inhale, lift that rib cage up high. Exhale, close the rib cage back down. Squeezing the belly, softening through the spine. Pointing the toes. Do it again. Inhale, lift up. Stretch the arms, elbows straight, palms pushed away. And then exhale, this time, draw the rib cage down, close your spine, and then slide onto the back of your heels, pull your toes to the sky. See if you can lift your heels off the ground. And then release the arms down by your side. Bend your knees, feet onto the floor. Combo exercise. We inhale, tilt the pelvis, exhale, let's roll up into a bridge. Lift your heels, and then drop your heels, roll out of your bridge. So as soon as we hit the ground, lift your legs up to tabletop slowly. Extend your legs to the sky, again, pushing through the soles of the feet to the ceiling. Then pointing the toes to bend the knees and popping the feet back down to the floor. Once they hit the ground, we lift the bottom, roll up into a bridge. When you hit your bridge to the top, lift your heels, squeeze the thighs, lower your heels, roll out. So this is slow. This is a slow moving exercise. Pull the knees in and extend the legs to the sky. And you pause at the points that are important. Those points of tension. Bend the knees, pop your feet back down, roll up. Hips up high. Stay with me. Lift your heels, squeeze the thighs. Inhale, heels down. Exhale, roll it out. Hit the floor, imprint your spine, legs up, tabletop. Extend to the sky, soles of feet pushed away, straighten through the backs of the knees, squeezing the lower belly. Point the toes, inhale, bend the knees, pop the feet to the floor. Lift the hips. Lift your heels, squeeze the thighs. Inhale, heels down, exhale, roll out. So we're going to do one more round of this. Legs up to tabletop, straighten the legs to the sky, pause as you inhale and exhale. Point the toes, bend the knees, pop your feet back down to the floor, roll up, bridge. Lift the heels, hold. So here we are, nice little bridge. Calves active by lifting those heels. And we're going to inhale, tap the heels down. Exhale, lift the heels up. Breath in, drop. Breath out, up. So loosening up these ankle joints, activating the top part of your calf. Squeeze the thighs together, squeeze your butt, and let's wake everything up. Press down into the thighs to elevate those hips a little bit more. So as I drop my heels, my hips don't move. So you're lifting your heels, dropping them down. 5, lift. 4, squeeze your knees together. 3, 2, and 1. Lift your hips as you inhale, exhale, roll it out. Gently drop your bottom into the ground. Take a breath as your spine rests. Then imprint your spine with your legs to tabletop. Straighten your legs up to the sky. Push through the soles of your feet. Inhale, bend your knees. And then legs together, tap your feet down. Lift your knees back up. Extend your legs to the sky. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, pull your knees back in. Breath out, extend. So go through your breath. Wake up those lower tummy muscles. Focus on your stretch in the legs. Any pulling in the lower back, reduce your range, or perhaps do one foot tap and then the other foot tap if you need to. And if you want a little bit more, when you bend your knees, you might want to press your feet further away. So I've nearly lengthened my legs, pull back to tabletop, extend. So I bend the knees and then I kick away, tap the floor, pull back in and extend. That is purely if your core is feeling strong enough today. We have days where our core doesn't want to do anything. We have days where it wants to go into a mega challenge. We're going to go 2 more. Bend, kick away, pull in, extend, bend, kick away, pull in, extend. Let's hold that extension. If your hamstrings don't like it, you're not going to like it. Push those knees straight. Pull those toes in. Lengthen those legs. 5, 4. Come on, Tom. Straighten them. 2 and 1. Bend them. Bottom down. You what, sorry?
Stretch they go. Right.
Take your feet a little bit wider. Arms out. Just rock your knees side to side. So one knee falls behind the opposite foot. Allow that give, allow your bottom to lift off the ground, allow that looseness to happen in the lower back and the hip area. Then land both your knees over to the right. Let's take that into a stretch, sliding the right foot onto the left knee, pressing it down, and opening the left arm a little bit wider. So the shoulders on the floor and the inside of your left knees on the floor, yes?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go quick.
Make sure that left knee's quite bent. Play around with the positioning if you don't feel that across the hip bone. Release it straight over to the other side. Just a careful transition. Rest it first and then put the foot on top and stretch that. You're going to love what's coming up. Some really lovely rotations with hamstring stretches. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Because you know we're not very mobile.
I'm going to get you guys to grab another mat. Okay, we're going to release the foot from the knee, roll back into the middle. Pause. Right, we are going back into the bridges, and after this little exercise, it does allow you to take it into a lovely hamstring stretch, okay? Arms down by your side. Slightly wide, shoulder blades pulled under. Feet and knees align up with the hips. We roll up into a bridge with paused hip. Our left leg is going to be doing some work. So take the weight into your right side, pull your left knee close in towards your chest, and then flex your foot, dorsiflexion. You're going to kick the leg forward, tap the heel, put it back in. Kick it forward, put it back in. So it's a power and then a lift back in. Now, you might want to kick it just in line with your opposite leg. If you feel your hip is dropping down, the core stability is not quite there, please don't go as low as I showed you. It's very strong on the back. Otherwise, kick, drop it, pull in. 5 more. Fast moving exercise. 4, 3. Lift those hips. 2. Give me 1 more. Push away. Put it in, hold, extend the legs to the sky, point the toe. 8 little circles, like we're drawing circles on the ceiling. Lift those hips. 4, 3, lift up, 2, and rubber. Let's do this, come on, 8, 7, lift, 5, straighten your leg, pull the thigh further in, 2, and 1, keep the leg up, drop your bridge down. Slide your hands around the back of the thigh. Catch the leg. Again, toes down. Slide your right leg into the floor. Bend your elbow. Pull that leg in. So you might want to climb up further. You might want to grab a strap or a band if you want to work, because we're here for a good 30 seconds. Just breathe into the stretch. Push that leg into as much extension as you can. Shoulders down. Right leg planted into the floor. Straighten that leg more and more. We'll do a bit of an extended hamstring stretch. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm going to give these guys all the bands. Up, up. Keep your knee bent, please, the whole time, okay? Right, now another 20 seconds. So we'll probably stretch this for a good minute. Push your leg in straight as it will go. Drive your left hip down into the floor so you're not lifting off the ground. And just breathe, breathe, breathe. 2 more breaths. And we gently just ease off the leg. So if you're using a band, slide one side off the foot and lower the leg to the ground. Let it sit. Let the body relax for a few seconds. Now we are going to come to the other side, but we're going to, for now, roll over onto our right side. So that same leg you just stretched is relaxed on top of the lower leg. Resting your head down onto your arm. Scan down your body. The only thing you should be able to see are your toes. We lift the top leg. We lift the bottom leg up to join the top leg. That's your starting point. So those legs are floating in the air, okay? Hip bones face forward. Now lift the top leg up with the toe pointed and tap it back to join that lower leg. Up and straight back down. So what we don't want to do is roll the hip. We want to keep the hip bones facing forward. That lower leg is constantly active because it's staying off the floor. And then we're working into the outside of the buttock and the outside of the thigh. You can have your hand relaxed in front of your chest for support or resting on that top leg. So we're going to do another big lift here. Two. And then those legs stay together. Lift them up a little bit higher. Now lift that top leg up one more time. Point the toe and go into that little rows of round circles like we did with the leg in the sky. Little circles. 4, 5. Move that buttock. Come on, Tom, get that leg moving. And reverse. Lift the leg another inch higher. Lift that bottom leg up a little bit more. 4, 5, 6. Don't let your hips roll. And 8. Now squeeze that lower leg to meet the bottom leg and take the weight of the top leg down into that bottom leg and pulse your legs up and down. Think about the inner thigh underneath doing the work. Now think about the side of your waistline doing the work as well. Breathe. Up and down. Come on. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Work together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and part the legs. Bottom leg down, top leg up to the sky. And pulse it. Keep those hips facing forward, straighten the knee, point the toe. Up and down, up and down, up and down, as high as you can go. Higher, higher, higher. Come on, pulse it. 8, 7, don't twist those hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Bend that knee forward so it's resting on the ground. Get your knuckles. Rub the buttock, the area that hurts.
That's you.
Yeah.
Punch you. You hurt it.
Now, we're just going to roll ourselves back into the middle onto our backs again. Bending your knees. Taking that left ankle over the right knee. So we're still working on that left side. Remember, I do one side at a time to trap you. Because you can't walk away wonky. So we're going to do our nice traditional one-legged oblique twist. One of my favorite exercises. Left arm down, right hand side of the head. We lift the right knee up. We twist towards that left knee. So lift the leg up. Follow me. Tap the foot. Tap the head. Lift up. Tap the foot. Tap the head. Now if you wish, take it to a full extension into a hover. Pull in and twist. Full extension, hover. Pull in and twist. Let's do this. Come on. We're going to do another 8. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, lengthen or tap. 7. So you might be here, that's fine. 6, 5, 4, last 3. I can feel this in my right hip flexor now. Last 2, come on. 2, and we know we're going to bless ourselves with a wonderful buttock stretch. Drop your head, drop your shoulders, catch that right thigh. Drop your head and shoulders down, open the left knee. Take a little bit more weight to that right buttock and just breathe into that wonderful stretch. Bottom pushes to the floor, shoulders pulled back and down. If you're particularly flexible in your buttocks, you can hold your shin. If you hold your shin, don't let the base of the spine lift off the ground or your shoulders. Bend those elbows, drive that right leg closer in, open the left knee further out. Now, when you're ready, just begin to release the right thigh, both feet to the ground. Just take a breath there. Arms down by your side. And we're going to roll up into bridge. So we inhale, peel the spine as we exhale, rolling up to the top. Now we're going to work through that right leg. Slide your shoulder blades under a little bit. Get your stability in that left leg, and then inhale, pull your right knee in, flex your foot, dorsiflexion. We exhale, kick away, tap the floor, inhale, pull in. So big power push, fast moving exercise. Don't go too low if you're feeling that's too much in your back. Just kick, leveling up with the thigh and back in. And kick, drive it. And kick, drive it in. And 6, hips up high, guys. Squeeze that left glute. And 4, 3, come on, get as much height as you can. 2, one more, and 1. Pull that knee in, lift it to the sky, point the toes. Let's go, 8 circles, 8, 7, really straighten out this knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 8, hips up, 7, squeeze it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pop that foot down. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, roll it out. Press it down there. Slide your left leg down, stretch that hamstring. Take your right leg out, catch the thigh. So you've got bands or straps, use them now. Pull the right hip to the floor. Press the left leg solid into the ground. Walk up a little bit further if you can above the knee joint. Push that leg straight, head to shoulders down. And just breathe into the stretch. Really give into it. Don't hold any tension in those shoulders. Go a little bit deeper as you breathe. For about another 20 seconds here. Every time you exhale, go further. Give me one more deep breath. And then on your next breath in, you begin to soften the knee, remove the band, keep the leg straight, and just let the leg drop to the floor to land, let the body relax. In a few seconds, everything just drops into the ground, heavy. And we're going to roll onto our left side. And then align your body up again, straight line, look down the body, just see your toes, nothing else. Straight line, abs on. We lift the top leg, we lift the bottom leg, and that's our starting point. Then we're going to lift, toes pointed, lift the top leg, and drop it down, stay pointing forward. So if you see your foot starting to do that, you've rotated your hips. The front of your foot should always be facing forward, almost with your big toe pointing down to the floor. Again, you can challenge a bit more core stability, hand and thigh, or on the floor. So I feel this right in my waistline because it's those muscles that are forcing my hip bones to stay facing forward. Yeah. Here we go. Keep lifting up that lower leg. 4 more. Hold your leg up. And 7, 6, 5. Don't know if you can hear me on the computer. 3, 2, and reverse it. Let's go. Come on, work those outer thighs and muscles. Outer thighs and muscles. Outer thigh muscles. Buttocks. 3, 2, and then join the legs together. Squeeze that inner thigh to lift that top leg up. Now press the legs up and down. If you feel it in your lower back, pull your legs forward slightly. You get it more on your obliques. 6, 5, 4. Rest that top leg. Keep that bottom leg active. 2, pause. Now drop your lower leg. Lift your top leg up as high as it will go. Don't twist it. I'm seeing hips twisting. And press. Come on, squeeze it as high as you can go. Right up to the ceiling. Straighten the knee. Get it higher. Get it higher. Get it higher. Come on. Work it. Work it. Work it. 8, 7. Squeeze. 5. Actually physically squeeze that butt cheek. 3, 2, and release. Give it a good old rub. Really quite good to get deep into the muscles using those knuckles. Can't reach it. Yeah, I get it in my knee here as well. Yeah, different one side to the other side. So what we do from there is roll over onto our backs again.
Are we now?
Center yourself. No, not yet.
Sure we are.
No. And pop that right ankle over that left leg. Definitely not equal.
Oh yeah.
So let your buttock just settle. Petal. Right arm down by your side, left hand side of the head. We lift the left leg up, we twist, and we tap everything down again. Isn't this wonderful? Come on, squeeze. Oh, I forgot to say, if you want, extend that leg away to a hover. Put it back in. I'll just let you get away with that.
Just thinking that.
8 more. Let's do it. 8, 7, 6. It's the hip flexors here. 5. Allow that right leg to be a heavy weight on that left side. And 3. And 2. And 1. Head down, shoulders down, hands. Grab that left thigh. Stretch your right buttock. So a little bit more weight into the left side. Open the right knee. Pull the left thigh in using your arms. Pull your shoulders back and down and push your bottom firmly into the floor. Long breaths in through the nose and breaths out through the mouth.
It's supposed to be the left side stretching.
Right buttock.
That's good. That's just one bit.
So have you lifted your spine off the floor, the base of your spine? If you have, stick it back into the ground, pull your shoulders back, and then drive the thigh in as you use your elbow to push the right knee away. Got a couple more breaths here. And then we're going to go into really enjoying twisting hamstring kind of motion, and you'll all benefit from it massively. Right, keep hold of that left thigh, slide yourselves up. If you know you're really tight in your hamstrings or your lower backs, I highly recommend you either get another mat, roll it up, sit on a wedge, sit on a block, sit higher up, and that pretty much goes for all of you guys in this room. Yeah, just make sure your bottom's outside of the blocks. But actually, that's quite a good height. Oh, hello. Yeah, if it's too high, then roll your mats. Take your legs as wide as they comfortably go. Comfortably go, yeah? So that you can hold your back up straight. So, Anthony, get your legs much wider. I can see you, Jeff. So you want to pull your toes to the sky and that little stretch into your inner thighs and hamstrings, yes? Take your hands behind you, sit tall. So you need to be in a place where you can hold yourself happily here. Yeah? And what I'm seeing from most of you is this. Sit tall, open your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades back, lift your chest, engage your abs. We're going to twist to our left leg. And then I'm going to reach my right hand to that foot. Now, if you're really struggling with that movement, put your hand behind you and give yourself a little bit of a helping hand. Do not lift your right buttock off the floor. Drop your chin, you soften the spine. You roll up through the spine and return, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your chest. Twist and turn to the other side, reach the opposite arm, put the hand behind you if you need, or opposite foot, sorry. Left hand to right foot, buttocks firmly on the ground. Roll it up, lift up. Turn, 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 reach. And if you're not pushing your arm behind, I'm just rotating my hand, palm to the sky and reaching there. And then I return it back to here. This is a very old traditional classic Pilates exercise. And it's very beneficial for your hamstring, obviously. Posture. Reach.
As far as I go, that was
Roll up. Reach. Reach. Come on.
I'm sure Jane Fonda did this one.
Probably. A lot of 80s movements here for
Exactly.
Pilates. Now reach and hold. Press your feet to the floor, to the sky. Can't talk anymore. Twist one more time to the left. Reach that hand and catch your foot or underneath of your calf. Hand to the ground behind and stretch down into that hamstring.
Knee.
Knee.
Fine. As far as I go with that, lift my buttock.
So you can always do that little bend like that, and you can use your band if you wish. And reach. Now, has your right buttock lifted off the floor? If it has, pin it back down. Come on, reach, drop down, get into that lower back. Drop the chest to the outside of that left thigh.
It's the back that's
Use your
yeah, it's the back that's talking about.
I know. 2 more breaths, unless you're Richard needs to stay a little bit longer. Now we release. We roll up. We take our arms wide. We softly drop back a little bit. So scoot belly in. I know you're on blocks. So that's you might fall off the blocks. You might actually have to take the blocks off from underneath you. Scoot back a little bit more. So your abs are fired up. Bring your arms up and then twist and drop one hand down to the outside of your legs. Lift up, squeeze the belly, drop down. So activate your core. If you feel you're going to fall off the block, take the block off just for this exercise. Reach high, drop down. So hands above your head, drop down, above your head, drop down. If you need to bring your legs a little bit closer, bring them closer. This isn't the stretch at the moment. Reach, reach, come on. Go further, twist, squeeze your shoulder blade. 8, 7, 6, and 5. Inhale, exhale, 4, and 3. Last 2. Last 1, and then reach up tall. So I'm just going to take my legs back to where they were. Then roll down and bring your hands to the floor. Once you land on the ground, if you're not coming forwards,
Hands are on the floor.
use your hands behind you to push yourself forward. And just let yourself, this time, let your legs be a little bit more floppy, but don't let them fall in or turn out. Keep feet parallel. And then we lift up. So if you're not using a block, sit yourself back on your blocks now. If you want to go back on them again. Take those legs a little bit wider, open your arms. We turn to the right leg. We reach and we take it into a stretch. So you can put your hand behind you and ease yourself down. You can catch your foot, but push your left buttock firmly down into the ground. And twist, breathe. You've got so much going on here. You've got the hamstring, you've got the rotation, you've got the pull through the lats, rib cage, lower back. Lots going on. Okay, one more deep breath. Begin to ease off, releasing, rolling up. Sit up tall in the middle, lean back. Take your legs wider. Push your toes to the sky. Hands behind you, sit tall. Challenge yourself, guys. Arms up tall. Make a beautiful straight line through the body. Then softly come forward again. You should all be able to touch the floor now. Take your hands as wide as your legs. Grab them. So, one thing to really keep in mind, if your legs naturally turn in, which mine do, I'm going to grab the underneath of my calves from the inside, so I rotate my feet out the opposite way. If your feet do the natural turning out thing, I want you to catch them from over the outer edge, so you force them in a little bit. Does that make sense? If you can reach your toes, reach your toes. Lift up and lengthen, guys. I want everyone to pull the soles of the feet towards the front. Lift tall, and then use your legs or feet to come forward. Then inhale, lift up again, and exhale, come.
Great.
And just keep doing that. Work further, deeper into those inner thighs, hamstrings.
Let's go back. Let's go stop that. And the tight hamstring.
Focus on putting up tall through your shoulder. Lift your chest, pull your shoulder blades back, and elevate your spine. Try and get extended spine, nothing else. Try. Pull your big toes in towards me. Come on. Give me 2 more breaths into this stretch. Come on, guys. Go further forward, further forward. Lift your chest, lift your chest, lift your chest. Pull your tummy towards me. Pull your chest towards me. Towards me. And then drop your hands in the center. And walk your hands gently in, stacking your spine. Lean back gently in towards your bottom behind you with your arms, so you're supportive. And just lift up, opposite, calf stretch. Bring those legs together. Slide your blocks out from underneath you. Come and sit tall. Lift your arms up to the sky, right up to the ceiling. Bring your hands together, like this. Softly drop back. and open again to the side. This time we reach up and we drop back. So we haven't got our legs wide this time. Now, if you're more of a challenge, as you drop your left arm, lift your right leg. Woohoo! Then lift up, dropping the leg, and to the other side. That might not work for you, that's fine. Eight more. Sit tall, sink back. Five more. Think about the length, the middle, lovely. 4, 3, 2. So one more, guys. 1, lift up tall, pause. Now interlace your thumbs, squeeze your hands, extend your arms, sink back, and pause here. My arms are right up by my ears. Scoot the belly in. If you wish, lift your knees, extend your legs. 8, 7, 6, 5. Lift those arms. 3, 2, and return the legs. Lift up tall. And you should all be able to grab your feet. Now that we've done that amazing hamstring stretching. And if you can't bend your knees to grab them, use your bands if you wish, but actually I actually like you to do the, with this one, it's quite good to bend the knees and then work on those hamstrings by bending and extending the legs. Dip your chin, dip your chest, roll down, enjoy. Now we're going to extend this hamstring stretch, so roll it up, take your left foot over your right foot, then pull your right foot in and catch your right foot there. So your left leg is kind of like a weight on the right leg. You hold on to it and then you forward fold. So again, you might want to use your straps or bands for this. Now pull the toes in as much as you possibly can and feel that right down the back of the knee, the outside of your hamstring. And make sure it's your right foot you've got hold of, not your left one, not the one that's crossed over the top. One more breath. Good release. Roll it up. Sit up tall. Lean back. Slide that foot to the outside of your knee. Then lift up tall. Wrap your right arm around the left thigh. Lift up. Take your left hand to base your spine. Sit tall and twist. It's quite nice, this one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Push your left buttock into the ground. You pull your thigh in. Go a little bit further. And then carefully unwind. Lean back. Pop that leg over and let's swap the other side. So my right leg's over my left foot's pulled in tight, and I'm going to grab hold of that leg and I'm going to drop down into it. It's a good job I've got my tight hamstringers in this room today, isn't it? And online. My hamstring team.
Do you mean normally people can make them more flexible than this?
You guys are some of the worst. I'm joking.
Probably right. Probably right.
Generally, the fitter you are, the worse you are,
Yeah,
because you just don't do yourselves any
I was just about
favours.
to say we're probably some of the fittest when it comes to running and cycling.
Exactly. Footballers, golfers, all of you terrible. Not that you have to be fit to play golf. No offence, golfers.
Pastime.
Okay, we're going to release out of this.
Like darts, it's a hobby.
Slide that foot to the outside of your thigh. But yeah, some of my clients are golfers. Wrap your left arm around. Right hand to the floor, lift up tall and twist. See, most of my clients are golfers.
Stuff on your back. Or...
Yeah, very. And your hips, groin, shoulder. But it's all wonky because there's two different movements.
Unbalanced.
Totally. Take a long deep breath in, lift up taller, pull that thigh in, push your buttock down at the same time and turn even more. One more deep breath, everybody. And then as you begin to unwind, lean back, lift that chest. If you wish, lift your hips. If you want to do it with bent knees, take the pressure off, do it here. Just a couple of breaths. Look at this as your relaxation. Fingers can be out. That's usually the most comfortable place. And then slowly drop your bottom down. Find yourself a comfortable seated position. Hands to the knees, sit tall. And now you should all be sitting beautifully tall because we've done so much postural work in that position. Open your palms. So I bet you're sitting more comfortable than you usually would, right?
Yeah.
Right, good. Inhale, raise your arms up. And then bring them together, softly drop down, give yourself a bow, give yourself a clap. Guys, thank you so much as always.